Hey everyone, I'm Mine, and welcome to the 31st episode of the Woo Crew Podcast. I'm here, as always, with my co-host, Matthew, and we're here to talk about all things LEGO, all things Ninjago, all things Bricks by Mind.
All things Matthew.
All things Matthew. No, we're not talking about that.
I can't
What are
believe
we
we're on
talking about?
episode 31. In 20 weeks, we will have hit a year.
Yeah, that's 21 weeks.
Yeah, 21 weeks, but
Yeah, it's absolutely wacky. Like, it's
yeah,
it's really crazy. And we've talked about this a little bit, but next episode will tie us with our original live stream.
yeah.
Because we used to stream back in the day, and we had 32 episodes before we stopped. And yeah, next week will be episode 32. I'm happy this has lasted as long, but I'm kind of surprised because whenever we had a grand idea like this, it always lasted like
A week.
so. Day before, so the Bloody Mangoes podcast lasted 2 episodes, and the Day Before Sunday podcast lasted 8. So
Yeah.
honestly, I wasn't expecting much of this, but this has been really fun and
Well,
really consistent.
it
So
it started as just you and me were like, your YouTube channel was starting to grow, and I wanted to do something with you, and I was like,
yeah,
could I do a podcast? Like, want to do a podcast? We literally could just record the conversations we already have, and
right.
it went from there. I mean, I cannot believe it's been 31 weeks, and we've not skipped a week either.
No, yeah, that's did we when I went off to college? Did we skip one week?
No,
I
we
think we
did. We
might
didn't
have.
end up skipping a week. We just uploaded it like a couple days later or something. But we didn't. We've not missed a week.
Oh right, that's right, huh?
Like it's been consistent every week.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's
Yep.
awesome.
Yeah. And yeah, even like the week I got the new stuff, like we still planned around that and everything.
Yeah.
Like yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, welcome everybody to the 31st episode of the Woo Crew Podcast. Big news in the Bricks by Mind world. The girls have COVID.
Is that from something?
No, I don't know. I've just seen people say the girl's blank, and I think it's funny just to be
Oh,
weirdly optimistic about it. But no,
the
uh,
of COVID, everyone.
yeah, my my family and I have COVID. Well, we don't know for sure I have it yet, but I probably have it, and my sister, mom, and dad definitely do, and it sucks.
Yeah. You've got COVID. I've got sick. And
Yeah.
this is the sick episode.
Yep.
We're all suffering from an illness this week.
Yep. The good news is everybody seems to be doing all right. I am mostly asymptomatic, which is why we're not sure if I even have it, but the rest of my family has it. I live with them, so I probably have it. So in my update video, I'm like, I'm going off to college in 2 days, and then literally the day I filmed that video, my dad got his positive test. So I'm not going back off to college. I'm staying home for a bit.
Yeah, and I'm not going back to college because I'm not going to school right now. But neither are you now.
Yep. Very awesome. But yeah, wear a mask, everybody, because this suck.
Yeah.
But this, not to get on a COVID tangent, but this is why wearing a mask is so important because my mom and I are mostly asymptomatic, and if I was just feeling like I am right now, I wouldn't think anything of it. I would still just go out. Obviously, I wear my mask, but I would still go out and see people, see my girlfriend and everything. So just if I didn't have my sister and dad here who had symptoms, we wouldn't even know we had COVID.
Hmm.
So that's wear a mask, people.
Yeah, and coming from someone who works a minimum wage job, $10 an hour is not worth me risking my life. So if you are not wearing a mask, you are the scum of the earth. You are the worst kind of person. Know that I hate you.
uh, and to the person the person who's about to comment, guys, stick to Lego. Stop being political. No, this isn't
Yeah,
political. This is about
human
hey,
decency and safety.
yeah.
Also, I don't want to see you naked either. Please wear a mask.
All right. Anyway,
Okay.
speaking of actual Lego, we got some big Ninjago news this week in regards to the TV show part of what we thought was season 14. So we got our first trailer for it,
Yeah.
and we also got review. So I don't believe it's officially been confirmed yet, but it sounds like it's not a season; it's a 45-minute special.
Yeah.
So yeah. First, let's just talk about the trailer. How'd you feel about the trailer?
It's exciting. I mean,
Uh,
I'm excited about it. The trailer looked good. It looks fun. It looks And yeah, I mean it looks new, cool. Yeah, I have no
Yeah, I really like the visual look of it with all the
agreed.
purples and everything. Um, the villains, while they look cool, they might be a little too intense for me.
I
Like
mean,
how they have like the sparkly purple skin.
what do you mean intense?
Like I don't know, I like because obviously they're a lot more detailed than the figures are.
Yeah.
And I think the TV show look might be a little much for me,
Uh,
but no, I thought it looked good. It's definitely really exciting. And then on the note of 45-minute special, I'm I'm not gonna like write it off, but I am cautious about that because our last one wasn't great.
wasn't
But
March of the Oni?
I guess March the Oni is an hour 20, so this is half the length of March the Oni. I'm thinking of Day of the Departed, which is like I think maybe an hour or 45 minutes,
Yeah.
and that I don't really like. But I feel like the plot of this one seems a little more consolidated than Day of the Departed. So
Well, this almost seems like a side adventure,
yeah, no, and I think that's
which
good. And
honestly, for a Lloyd season, does not bother me whatsoever because he gets so much focus that
yeah, no, for sure. I think if any of the ninja were going to get a 45-minute special, this is Lloyd's the one I definitely want to.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, and then, well, and it's weirdly so the reason I'm not sure about it is because they mentioned that this is the first episode of season 14. Now I'm not sure if that means like the whole the island is a full season and the special is like this 45-minute episode is just the first episode of it, or if it means that the Nia season is season 14 and this is just the first episode.
Well, it would be
So
cool if because this does have a lot of water stuff if they tie into each other, like they get shipwrecked and there's like a cliffhanger that goes into the summer stuff.
I think almost definitely that's going to happen, yeah. And someone pointed out to me that last time we got like Day of the Departed set up a future villain, like Dr. Saunders appeared in that, and then he
Mm,
was the main villain in Hands of Time. So, um,
that's possible.
yeah, I'm excited for it. I like the colors. I like the ninja suits look awesome in
These
the
might
show
be like these are some of the best ninja suits we've gotten in a long time, dude. They look.
for sure.
I can't wait to get those.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited for them. Nia's like I think Nia might be one of my favorite figures of all time once I get her in hand. I don't want to like be too
Yeah,
preemptive with that, but that figure looks
they all
amazing.
look
So
amazing though. Like
yeah,
they are so good looking, dude. This is like the year of the great ninja suits. We got Legacy 3 Zane. We're getting season 13.
yeah,
This is good stuff. It is.
and then I guess the season four, yeah, the summer suit. This the whole naming scheme is so confusing, but
You,
the summer suits are just going to be Avatar Nia for all of them.
what?
The summer suits are all just going to look like Avatar Nia.
What do you mean?
Do you remember what the Avatar Nia figure looks like?
Wasn't that just like Mia in a wetsuit?
Yeah, that's what the summer suits are going to look like.
Oh, okay. That'd be really funny if they just use that body on every figure.
Just with like different colors.
Yeah,
But Nia just keeps just the generic city one because it's blue.
yeah. Dude, that would be awesome, honestly. I'd be so happy if they did that.
Really?
No. No.
Uh, but yeah, I mean it was a minute 30 trailer. I don't think I have too much else to say.
I don't.
Clutch Powers is coming back. That's cool.
So is the guy from Pharaoh's Quest.
Right? Yeah, that I saw that on Twitter today. That's interesting. I love how Ninjago calls back to classic Lego.
Yeah, I'm honestly excited about that because I have that figure.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't have that one.
I mean, granted, it looks nothing like it did back in the day, but
Yeah. No. But,
very cool nonetheless.
yeah, for sure. This just reinforces my point of classic Lego is dead. Ninjago is classic Lego now.
Yes,
There is.
exactly. Ninjago is all encompassing and also the best theme.
Yeah. And I saw someone else point out, Pharaoh's Quest had like giant blue beetle creatures, and there was one of those in the desert in season 11 of Ninjago.
Yeah,
So this could possibly tie, like, if this character is actually the same, this could possibly tie in that Pharaoh's Quest is actually canon in Ninjago, which would be
I have
kind of
to think
epic,
it
not
is
gonna lie.
because the jacket is he's got the same pins as well. It's not just the same
Right,
writing on the back. It's like it's the
right.
same jacket.
Yeah. No, it's really cool.
Also,
The character's name is different, though.
what?
The character's name is different.
Still, I mean, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's the same character. I think it's someone from, like, the same exploration group or
That's
whatever.
possible. That's possible.
Yeah. That was my guess.
Something else to take into account. This is just cool part usage. He uses a Lego Batman movie Joker's hair in gray.
Yeah.
which is cool.
That they put that hair on a couple civilians within the new animation studio. There was a few guys in Prime Empire who had that,
I
but
don't remember that, but
yeah, no, it's definitely. I'd like to see them use that hair more often. Obviously, it's a bit big and exaggerated,
yeah,
but I like it.
it's so is Kai's hair though.
Yeah, that's true. It's a thing of like it works for main characters, but for like background characters, it does feel a little much.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I mean, this is a main character of this special at least probably.
yeah,
So yeah, I'm excited. Also, the giant totem thing that comes in the Keeper's Village it moves like it has eyes that open or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's cool. But
I'm excited about the special.
yeah, I am too. And I'm curious to see if it is really just 45 minutes or what, because I don't think this trailer was supposed to be out yet because like Tommy hasn't said anything on Twitter or anything. So speaking of
Well,
Tommy, I talked to him this week.
yeah.
That was really cool. I was literally like, like it was so weird to talk to someone who had like such a huge part of my childhood, right? Like it was just odd, but he was really nice, and so were Michael and Simon.
You know, it was also I watched the interview after you uploaded it. I told you that, but it was just like cool. This like I don't know, it was cool.
And it's cool to see like how they all care so much about Ninjago too.
And
Like especially I saw is like obviously Tommy is like one of the main like people behind the creation of the show and the characters, so he is not as much like gonna fanboy over it because he created it. But I know some Michael especially like he definitely like he's like yeah I got a list of all the characters and locations that we haven't put in sets yet, and like he seemed to like really like not only like care about making the stuff good, but he seemed to actually be a fan, and I thought that was super cool.
yeah, no, it was. I picked up on that too. Like this is a guy who is part of making the sets who cares about putting obscure stuff in just as much as the fans do.
So yeah, so as much as I'll complain about not getting good figure selection, I can tell that at least there's. I think our issues with the Ninjago figure selection are less on the designer's part and more on Lego's weird
Yeah,
restrictions. Like,
yeah.
because I mean, like, though I should have asked about the 2018 Bricktober pack because I will never understand that
What do
one.
you,
But the 2018, remember the figure selection in the 2018 Bricktober pack?
wasn't it like really weird?
We had an SOG grunt with arm printing.
Yeah,
Harumi with the Mask of Hatred, which was a good figure, but we already had Ultraviolet with the Mask of Hatred,
yeah.
so like casual Harumi would have been way better. Um, what else was in that one?
Jay, I think.
Was Jay that year? I think Jay was the previous
I
year.
don't have Jay, and I have the preview.
Oh no, so yeah, I guess it was Future Jay.
And then Nia.
And do you? Was Nia that year too?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Future Jay and Kabuki Nia, while I would have preferred other figures, those ones are okay, but the SOG Grunt especially, like, why?
Yeah.
You have a list of all the characters you want. Oh yeah, unnamed SOG member, but we give him arm printing this time. Like, I'll never understand that one.
I don't have that back. I do want to get that Jay figure though.
All the figures are really good. It's just like the SOG figure is one of the best in actually I have him right over here.
I
Like
don't really know what he looks like.
this guy, he's really good. He's got side leg printing. He's got tattooed arm printing. He's really great. But why him? Like,
Yeah. Very.
don't
Oh
get
God. Very odd.
incredibly. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's cool to see that there's people on the inside who care.
Yeah. And speaking of the Ninjago City Gardens, I have it. I have it built now.
Yeah. What do you think of the set?
It is. It is. I didn't say that. It is incredible.
Give me a second. I need to write it down.
It is absolutely incredible. I mean, it is so much better than the first one, which I didn't know was possible.
Right, that's exactly how I felt too. And I like obviously there is the whole thing of like I have had the other one for 4 years now, but the new it just I don't know. I feel like it does just do everything better. Like
Yeah, it looks so much more dynamic. I love how, especially on the side to the left of the tree, it like goes up and then does that and then it goes in again and then it goes up and it's like it makes it just feel very dynamic as opposed to the first one which is straight down on both sides. I feel like there's
right,
so
yeah.
much more detail. Like there's I think three more like It has the same number of rooms as the original city, but quite a few of the rooms on the original city weren't detailed. They were just like empty.
Yeah,
Like one of them is just a room that said charging station, which to me is a really lousy excuse to not want to detail a room. And then
yeah,
tree room, which is like it's cool that the tree's growing out of it, but it's complete waste of space.
yeah. No, I like the tree room, but I can agree on the charging station. I have literally never touched that room. Like,
Yeah, it looks good from the outside, but
yeah, no, for sure. And I love the colors on this one, like
yeah,
so
I
much
the
more.
colors are so vibrant. Like
Cause like, look, I have the original in front of me. Like,
I
and
have both of them.
it has like a sand green. It has a light yellow. The only vibrant colors are really on the mall and the crab shop, but those are just like an outline. They aren't really like
Yeah,
the main part of the build. But the new one, like the museum's super bright, the tower's super bright. Like, there's so
and
many cool
the tree
bits.
going through the center is just beautiful. I like how much more open space this one feels like it has while still feeling super busy. Like
For sure,
it
yeah,
feels like an upscale version, like not upscale in terms of bigger, but like fancier version of the original city. I
for
love the
sure,
walkway that goes along the back. Like it looks good from the back. With
yeah,
the other one, it did look good, but not as good as this one does.
yeah, for sure.
It's just it's a phenomenal set. I love the garden part of it. It, I have no complaints about it. It is incredible.
Yeah, no, it's whoa.
Hmm, wake up.
Sorry, I was taking a nap earlier. I must have put it on snooze instead of okay.
Um,
Yeah, no, I love the set. I think it's wonderful, and yeah, I don't really have any complaints with it. What do you think? How do you feel about the minifigures now, having them in hand?
um, honestly, it could have not come with minifigures, and I wouldn't care.
Yeah, but like, I mean, the J is great,
The
isn't he?
J's
Like,
phenomenal. I love the mechanic. There's another figure that I really like. The Masako's quite good. This isn't even listed as a figure, but one of my favorites is the Sensei. Oh, no, not Sensei. Master Chen.
I completely agree. That's probably like my fourth or fifth favorite figure in the set. Like,
That's up there.
because
Uh,
it feels like straight out of the show, and I say that a lot in my
yeah,
reviews, but like that's so cool that they didn't just like make a noodle shop and then just say on the box Master Chen's noodles with a little arrow. Like that is Master Chen's noodles from the show. Like
I think the Noodle House is my favorite room in the city.
I think it's either that or the museum. Those
Agreed.
two are definitely.
Um,
Um. Oh, I don't know if you saw, but today, what some one of like the Lego magazines came out with like preliminary art for the
yeah, I
gardens,
did see that.
and it originally had a police station in it
Yeah,
instead of the ice cream shop.
yeah.
I think that would have been cool. I'm kind of
I would have preferred that, especially because there's already so much food in the city overall.
yeah, and don't get me wrong, I like the ice cream shop, but I think especially as like a 10th anniversary set, like putting the commissioner on the set and then having a police station would have been so
I
cool.
would
I hope we
love
did.
that.
I hope maybe if they do another one, they recycle
I
that idea. I guess
I have a feeling we'll get a second, a fourth one. It'll be based on the TV show in the same vein as the docs, where it'll be long but cheaper.
yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if we'll get another long one just because this technically is a long one with the garden area.
Oh, that's true. I have a
I
feeling
could see us getting just like uh, a, a single base plate, like not corner built, just like
another
front
thing I
built.
thought that they could do is on the top, like do slightly shorter, but on the top floor do the monster theme park, and that would be really cool because they
I
could
don't
like
know how you would incorporate a theme park into this system, but
but no, I could see how they could do it. Just like have roller coasters weaving through some of the upper buildings. Like they could just do two, but it would function as what it would need to be.
another idea I had is seeing the gardens, seeing how like it breaks up the whole like city upper lower floor area.
Uh,
If they just like put it on a full base plate, they could do a Borg tower like that.
that'd be awesome.
That would be incredible. I think I'd prefer Borg Tower as its own separate set just because it would be better for the show, but seeing it incorporated into this system would be really cool.
Well, so a Borg tower, would that go from the base level of the base plate, or would that go from the sidewalk level?
It would probably go from the sidewalk level.
I feel like that'd be really tall, though.
Yeah, but yeah, it would have to be taller than I guess the turquoise tower on the new city. So I don't. I think I could like people have like said like oh we could get a Borg tower for Ninjago City. and I've dismissed that idea before, but seeing with the gardens how they're willing to break up the upper level, because the Borg Tower could not have an upper level. It would have to be its own standalone build.
Yeah.
But seeing with the the actual garden areas, seeing that they're willing to break that up, I think Borg Tower is actually very possible now.
Well, wait, what do you mean?
So you know how the gardens, like, it's just like its own little thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, it has little bits of sidewalk, but it doesn't have that upper sidewalk.
Yeah.
So I think they could do a Borg Tower where it is just like a sidewalk area and then just like a large stone platform with the tower coming out. It's not like a 2-level thing with all these different shops. It's just one big build.
Okay.
And if you put it in with the city, it would break it up the same way the gardens do. Like, it's not going to connect side.
I built that custom walkway that goes over the gardens, and I really wish the actual set came with something like that because I really like how that breaks it up. So what I've done, because I remember you said it was too flat, I just angled the tree coming out of the building to like kind of cover it up a little bit, and it looks really nice.
Yeah, I mean, you should do a YouTube video showing that off.
I'm conflicted on that because I want it to be like an unironic video.
You should make like a channel called like Windrunner Matt Uncensored where you're just like genuine.
That's not a bad idea.
I just like the idea of calling it uncensored because that sounds like it's like, oh, you're gonna be dark and edgy, but really you're just doing actual Lego videos.
That would be really funny.
Because I think that's one of the funniest things about your channel name right now is that like the channel name is not ironic at all.
Yeah.
It's just like your username that you use for things.
Or I could just make my 18+ videos unironic.
Yeah, but then nobody's gonna watch it.
That's fine. I'll title videos Windrunner Matt Uncensored if it's unironic.
Okay.
Because I don't want to make another channel.
Okay. Yeah, but Garden's good. I think that's all I got to say.
Yeah, it's great. I really want the docks now, but they're like $700 everywhere, which is
that's
awesome.
Crazy.
I really wish LEGO didn't discontinue that set as quickly as they did, because I would have bought it if it was on shelves for any longer.
Yeah, I think that the whole thing surrounding that set was just weird. Like, it just didn't feel right, that set, like, at all. Like, yeah. I don't even know how to describe it.
Like, it doesn't, even looking at pictures, it does not fit in well with the other two.
Well, and even just, like, thinking back to, like, number one, the minifigure selection is terrible. We talked about this, but it has casual coal, and that's about right. That was about it in terms of, it as casual coal and then 2 obscure movie figures that I really like, but I guarantee if you're not, like, hyper Ninjago fan, you will not care about them.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, it comes with Movie Lloyd without arm printing, and that is the only set he doesn't have arm printing in, which is so bizarre.
Weird.
And then just comes like a Garmadon. Like, it's got a terrible figure selection. And then I don't remember, but remember how the box art was from the back?
Yeah, you can't find pictures of it anywhere from the front.
That's so weird. Like, why did they do that? Like, I guess it does look better from the back, but you should be marketing this as modular with the first one, so I don't know why they didn't do that. Because, like, the back looks good, but I never see the back because I have the front facing out. Yeah. So it's really bizarre. So I don't... That entire set was just odd, man. And then also, it was, like, the last wave of Ninjago movie sets came out in December 2017, and that set came out in August 2018, but was still labeled Ninjago movie, which again was weird.
They would have been better served, I think, to make that a TV set.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, it halfway is. Like, it's got Misaku's Tea Shop, it's got Dareth's Dojo, both of which are, like, great builds, but the figures are atrocious.
Yeah, they don't look like that. I mean, that's like the worst Dareth, right?
That Dareth figure is one of my least favorite figures of all time, just because, like, other than the hair, nothing about that is Dareth. It doesn't have the torso or legs, and it has a terrible face. Like,
yeah,
the Temple of Air Jitsu Dareth was bad, but at least his torso and legs were clearly Dareth. Yeah. So, like, you could swap the face for now. But, like, that Dareth is not Dareth. That is that's just a black Wukru suit with a Lego City head.
That is so weird to me.
The Lil Nelson was good. It was okay because you got his hair for the first time in Ninjago, and he had his cast, but he just had like the white Wukru suit, so that was nothing. And then Mistake has a perfect torso because it's just a city torso, but she has glasses in the set. She just never wore glasses. They just gave her because Lego doesn't have any old woman faces that don't have glasses,
That's so
or at least at the time they didn't. So
yeah.
it's bizarre.
But I would like to get that set, but I'd also like I feel like it wouldn't look that good with how I have my setup now.
Yeah, I'm gonna build something similar to your whole like bridge thing, and I'm gonna try it out and see
Yeah.
like how it looks. But yeah, it's I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I do like the set. Like having it with the other two, I do like it, but it was by far the weakest of the three. I think on the live stream we ranked the Ninjago D2C sets, and I think it's by far the worst one.
Yeah.
They're all good, but like it's not like the City of the Gardens where I'm like, this is one of the best Lego sets of all time. That one's
So
just like, I mean, it's all right.
my
Like,
my rankings of them. I don't remember what I said on the live stream, but it is Gardens, um, Air Jitsu Temple, a regular city, and then the docks.
yeah, I think you might have had it was before you had the Gardens, but I think at the time you said it was Gardens. I I forget. You said you had Airjitsu first, and I forget if you had Gardens or City
Well,
next.
Gardens is first. Gardens is first for me now.
Yeah, no. For me, it's Gardens, City, Airjitsu, Docks.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's and another thing is with that one, like the buildings aren't that great. Like the arcade is cool. I love Dareth's Dojo and I love Mistake's Tea Shop, but the rest of them are just
The
nothing.
rest of them feel very much just like filler, but I don't mind that much because it is world building. It is a city, and not every building is like important.
Right? Yeah, it's just the set's just odd. It's just a very weird set.
Yeah. Well, I
What else has happened this week? The Lego Blacksmith shop was revealed. Do you
yes,
want to talk about that?
I do actually want to talk about that. That's a beautiful set, but I sadly probably won't buy it because it's $150, and for that much money, I'd there's other things I'd rather buy.
Yeah, Ninjago's not Ninjago. Lego's become such like a I don't know. That's how I felt with a lot of the idea sets lately because there's been so many
Yeah,
big idea sets. They don't really do as many. We might have talked about this before, but they don't do as many small ones.
they don't ever do small ones anymore, man. Like,
Okay, hold on. Let me. I feel exactly the same. Like I like it, but I don't like it for that price. And like the price isn't even bad. It's got like 2,200
yeah,
pieces, which is good. But
but like
I don't know. Like
yeah, I'd rather buy a modular or something that like fits in with things I already have. Like as much as I like that set, it does not go with anything I own, and Lego will never make something again that matches that. So,
yeah, Lego's just.
the-
I don't know, man. It's turned into. It's a double edged sword, right? Because like I like the new variety because like this kind of variety was not present when we were kids. There was like you either got Star Wars or you got the non-licensed themes, and that was it. But now there's so much to choose from that something like this, while I like it, it's not something I'm ever gonna pick up.
yeah,
Um, and I was thinking about like the Sesame Street set's really good. I think we talked about this when the Sesame Street came out.
yeah,
The Sesame Street set's really good, but I can't really justify 120, right, for Sesame
yeah.
Street.
It's like it's too expensive for me. I don't. I like Sesame Street, but I also know the Winnie the Pooh one is coming out, which I also think will be 100 or 120, and I'd much rather get that one.
Like I miss the days of like the DeLorean, which was 120, or no, sorry, what? I don't know why I said it was 40.
It was 35.
35?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. I forgot they even did $35 sets. I don't know why I said one. I was looking at the Blacksmith shop, so 120 just came out of the mouth. No, but the DeLorean was 40. The Ghostbusters car was what, 50
Yeah.
or 4?
Or I think I might have
Um,
60, but I don't know.
the Exosuit, one of the coolest sets of all time, was like 35, I
Yeah.
think. Like, there's so many cool small idea sets. The only one we got in recent years was Tron, which like
That was 2018 though. Like that's not
what?
even recent.
That's true, yeah. And honestly, to me, that one kind of flew under the radar. Like, I feel like they did not hype that one up nearly as much as they
That
hype up
was,
the other idea sets.
that was before Ideas was what it is now. That was like one of the last idea sets that wasn't available everywhere.
Yeah. Speaking of ideas, did you hear potentially getting another Friends set?
Yeah, I did.
That's odd. I see why. Like the original Friends set, I think is one of Lego's like best selling toys at the moment.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, but
I,
weird.
I probably won't buy that one, man. I don't ever touch the like apartment style sets because they're just not my kind of thing. I'm not a big Friends fan, so like I already have all the characters, and even then I don't touch them ever. So
Yeah, I'm so divided because I love that set. I think that's it's so well done and like it's one of the best
agreed.
value sets. Like for $60, you get so much there.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't ever touch it. Like it's all right for photos on Instagram, but I rarely like see myself going to grab it when I want to take an Instagram photo. So
yeah.
that's one I don't know. It's weird. Part of me like I might even prefer the Big Bang Theory set, 'cause even though it's like half the size for the same price. There's something about the simplicity of it is really nice.
Yeah, no, it almost feels too big. Like,
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean we're getting the Seinfeld set at some point, right?
yeah, I think that's this year.
Yeah. Well, it was approved. I don't know when it's actually coming, but also something weird. We so this could be completely outdated by the time this episode goes up, but what's the deal with video right now?
We'll find out tomorrow.
Well, okay, I'm just gonna say this straight up. LAN hasn't given us a press release, and I could say this because this will go up after Tuesday. LAN hasn't given us a press release, so unless like they're just not telling LAN members about it, like it's not tomorrow. Like
Yeah,
it's really weird. Maybe it's just with COVID and everything, it had to be delayed, but
maybe.
I'm
It's weird, man.
I am so curious as to what in the world that theme is.
Wasn't it supposed to come out February 1st?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And like a ton of figures are leaking, but
Yeah.
I
Very,
mean the figures look good.
they look, some of them look good, some of them don't. But,
Yeah,
like,
I'm just I have no idea what to think of that
it's
theme at all.
weird. We'll find out eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is or why they're not just yeah, I don't know. And that's because the thing is the 26 came off the website, right? Like it said
Yeah.
tune in 26 for more and then it just said coming soon for more.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like we're not getting any news tomorrow, but then
I,
again, I don't believe we got press release for Monkey Kid either, so I don't know.
yeah, dude, I don't know. It's weird. It's really,
Sometimes they like to keep things under wraps. Like Super Mario, I know is kept 100% under wraps, but
remember Just Too Good posted a video about how he was angry they didn't send him a press release.
yeah. It's yeah, I don't get Lego sometimes, but
Yeah,
I am more interested in video than I thought I would be, so I want them to reveal it so I can
I
get my
know, I
thoughts.
know. We'll find out soon enough because we don't know yet.
I'm gonna pull up the suggestions tab to see if we have any
Okay.
questions from you, the community members, about what we should talk about
Well,
here. If you guys,
there was a question. I don't remember who it was from. If you want to find
yeah,
that.
no. All right, yeah. So this comes in from Suntan 207. Suntan, he's a cool dude. He's a $5 channel member, which is absolutely wacky, which is really cool. Thank you, Suntan. He asks, do you prefer molded dragon heads or brick built, and why? I think this is a good question. I think usually I prefer brick built, but that doesn't mean molded is inherently bad.
I agree sometimes. So honestly, it's kind of a case by case basis because dragon
Yeah.
heads like the Overlord dragon I think look phenomenal, but also dragon heads like Wu's dragon are phenomenal.
Yeah,
So
no, for the longest time I would have said brick built no matter what, but Overlord Dragon's really great. The upcoming season 14 dragon is awesome. Thinking back, the Ninjago movie Lloyd Dragon was really good.
yeah,
But like I don't like the original rubber dragon heads. I think those are quite bad. They're just
I
too
agree.
big and I don't like the incorporation of the play feature into the face.
Agreed. Yeah.
And I feel mostly the same about the redesigned versions with the golden dragon and the fire dragon.
You don't
But those
like
are
fire dragon?
what?
You don't like the fire dragon?
No, it's
Oh,
no.
by the way, I've heard some people rumor, like I've heard rumors. I don't know how accurate they are, but they're saying that the fire dragon coming up from the summer wave is a legacy set and not a TV wave set.
Yeah, I saw that, and that would match if that's true. That would match what Lego said in their press release, and that it's four legacy or two legacy, two juniors, and five TV show. But the set number just does not make sense. It's not like it's like the first set of the season 14 sets. It is like straight in the middle. So I don't know why it would be like two season 14 legacy and then more season 14. Like if it
Yeah,
was at the beginning or the end, I might think, oh, that's a set they added like later on, right? But no, it's in straight smack in the middle. So I
Yeah, I
feel
don't.
like it's probably season 15. But
Yeah, I've seen people mention that.
yeah, no, I'm curious to see it, and it would make sense because Fire Dragon in water season is not doesn't necessarily make sense to me, but
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, I'm curious to see what that's going to end up being. And there is another legacy set somewhere, whether it's the Fire Dragon or it's something else. But
we'll find out eventually.
yeah, I I have no idea. Yeah, I'd say most of the time brick built, but like something like the Overlord Dragon is genuinely really well done. So yeah, it depends. It's on a case by case basis.
Yeah, I agree. It depends on the dragon.
Here's an interesting one: least favorite direct to consumer sets. This comes from Clark Kent 4027.
Oh, he's on the streams.
Yes, he is.
Is that just ever or like?
I think so. Ever, yeah. Is there any that just jump out? One jumps out at me. Assault on Hoth.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man. That was bad.
Honestly, I didn't hate that set, but I can definitely see how like it. You know what that set feels like? It feels like when they have like those big like bundle boxes that come with like 5 sets inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I don't even hate all the parts of that set. It's just like it doesn't work together.
There was no Leia. They were like missing important characters.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of similar to the docks in some senses.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Like I wouldn't say like, oh, it's terrible. Like it's fine. Like all the individual parts are fine. If they were released as 5 separate sets, they'd all be fine. But like putting them all together and masquerading it as a D2C set is just bizarre.
It was a strange set. It had a really bad figure selection. It was very expensive. It looked very incomplete. For what it was like missing a lot of stuff. Uh,
Yeah.
it connected to a $25 set that came out that year that was essentially just like the same thing.
Wasn't that set discontinued before the set came out too, or something?
It was like discontinued really quickly.
It's so bizarre, man. I don't.
Um,
I just got scared for a second. I was looking at the recording timer and it said 0, and I got really scared. But no, that's the live timer. The recording timer is still counting up. Okay, we're good.
would not have been refilming that if.
No, me neither.
Huh.
But other than that, I can't really think of any that I dislike.
I know.
Like a lot. I mean, Star Wars is the only thing that consistently gets them, and like there's some that I don't really care about all the big ships, but they're all fairly good. Like
Yeah.
D2Cs are usually pretty all right. Thinking about ones I liked, I wish I got the classic Batcave. That set was awesome.
You could still get that. Like,
Can you?
yeah, it's pretty wide. It didn't sell very well. You could still get that, not from Lego, but like not overpriced from other places.
Hmm.
Um,
Interesting.
that's not D2C. I do wish I got with Batman. I wish I got the Tumbler back in 2014.
Yeah.
Man, I love that set, and I wish I had it.
I really just don't care too much for D2C vehicles as a whole, except for like
Either,
the
but
Millennium Falcon. I think is cool, but the rest of them are just like, eh.
I don't care that much either. But that's one of my favorite movies of all time. I really want the Batman and Joker figures in that set, and it's just a really cool looking set.
For sure, yeah.
That's-
Other D2Cs I wish I got were the 2 Minecraft ones. Are both like
I wish I had
killer.
gotten the mountain. The village is give or like leave it or take it from me.
The village could have done a lot of things better. However, I still really wish I got it because it's still really cool.
Yeah, the mountain though was absolutely incredible.
I remember. I mean, that set came out the first or second time we met up because I remember seeing it in the Lego
Yes.
store, like on display with you, and that set was huge. Like, I mean, I guess that's what you get when you take the Minecraft building style and give it that price point. Like, it's gonna be massive.
I
But
hope we get another Minecraft DTC at some point.
yeah, I mean, I think it's I think I talked to you about a little bit about this off podcast, but I think it's possible this year.
Yeah,
Because we haven't got one in a while, and I think another D2C would make a lot of sense and would be
That-
really cool.
would you get that?
Oh, for sure, yeah, 100%. Especially now that now that I'm in LAN and I don't have to pay for the Ninjago, which I know is really privileged and stupid for me to say, but I have more money to spend on other themes, so if a Minecraft D2C came out, I would 100% buy that day one.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm running into a problem with Minecraft sets with as much as I love them, I really don't have space for them.
yeah, I mean, now that I finally started buying them, that's how I feel too.
I,
I don't
like
know what I'm gonna do with them,
I
but
kind of feel like I'm gonna have to take some apart and just keep like one or two together. And like I don't mind continuously buying them because the figures are some of my favorite Lego figures of any theme ever.
yeah,
But I don't have the space to keep a lot of Minecraft sets together.
yeah, no. I mean, I have a full Minecraft shelf and it's already full, and I have more upstairs, and I can't put them all together. But
Yeah,
Lego Minecraft is the best theme, and I will not take any slander otherwise.
it's
Except
the
for the
best.
fox. The fox actually makes it an F tier theme. I forgot about that part.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's so bad.
It's not bad.
It's bad.
You're just
What
a hit.
fox do you know with the ears at the back of its head?
Dude, that's like so minor.
Okay, what fox do you know with a tiny little snout?
I don't know many foxes. When
What fox do you know with a body that's that thin and long? The only thing it gets right is like the eyes and the tail. The rest of it looks nothing like a fox.
I like it, okay? Shut up.
You're wrong.
Shut up.
All right, let me look. I guess this is more for me, though. It could apply to you too. Guy Lego asks, "Do you watch the Pokemon anime or collect cards, or do you just play the games?" Um, I'll answer first. I've seen parts of the anime, especially when I was a kid, but I mean, I can appreciate what it is, but like I tried watching the Sun and Moon one, and there's just so much filler, and like I cannot watch a half hour of filler of Pokemon loses food and cries for 30 minutes, and I'm just like, come on, I just want to see the cool fights. I don't want to watch this. So, I don't do that, but I'm not like crazy about collecting the cards, but I'll buy a pack on occasion, and I enjoy that. I like looking at the cool art.
I collect the Mega Constructs ones.
Yeah,
And when I was a kid, I did the cards and watched the anime, but now I honestly mostly just collect the Mega Constructs Pokemon stuff and play the game occasionally.
yeah,
Um, but yeah,
that's your Pokemon story.
that's my Pokemon story.
All right, I think that might be where we call it for this week's episode of the podcast.
Oh,
Thank you everybody for watching this week's episode of the Woo Crew Podcast. Sorry if I felt a little off. As I said, COVID. I am like more tired than usual, so I may not be entirely myself. But
yeah, I'm really tired also.
so we apologize that this episode was a little off, but hopefully next week we'll be feeling a little more ourselves. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed, please press like, subscribe if you're new. We do these every Wednesday for Sensei Wu Wednesday, so yeah, stay tuned. And real quick, I'd just like to give a huge shout out and thank you to Suntan, because he is one of the one and only at the moment $5 member of
Oh,
the
wow.
Brix by Mind channel, and members will get shout outs at the end. $5 and above members will get shout outs at the end of every podcast. So thank you, Suntan. You were very cool. I very much appreciate it.
Thank you, Suntan, for being a fan.
But I think that's about going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye. Matthew.
Matthew.
So, I need to talk to you about something, Bricks by Mind.
Yes, Matthew.
The Grumpy Cat podcast is coming back.
What?
After so dude, it's actually been like 15 weeks or something, but it's coming back starting next week. The first week of February, the Grumpy Cat podcast is returning, so mark your calendars, mark
What is it
your
going to be? February 2nd? February 3rd? Stay tuned for February 3rd.
the Grumpy Cats podcasts come back.